Hello, welcome to my channel, YouTube channel, Finance by Puskar. And today we are talking about one of the sector which will dominate in upcoming future, and also you see which will dominate in the current era. And you guess I am talking about the sector of rare earth metal and the whole supply chain of the rare earth metal. So you see in the news all the time that China used their earth metal as a bargaining of their trade deals with another country. They also put sanction on the export of the rare earth metal on India, on US or any other country, and they used as a tool to bargain their trade with other country. So just we want to focus on this sector, how China will dominate in this sector, what does China does that other country cannot able to catch up with all their ability, what China doing with rare earth metal. They almost have the market share of 90% in the export of the rare earth metal. And if you see whole the supply chain, the first is mining process. China dominate the mining process. About 80% of the whole mining process in all over the world of the rare earth metal is done by China. And if you talk about refining process, this is the sector where China also dominate. About 90% all the rare earth metal where it is mining, it is processed in China. And it is the most critical process because for the mining you need to invest billions of dollars, not only billions of dollars, you need time because it takes 5 to 10 years to develop that type of technology. And so we saw that China just used as a leverage in for the talk piece, for the talk of the trade between the countries. So just we want to know how other countries miss this opportunity of rare earth metal, because if you see the data, China has only 4 to 5% of the whole rare earth metal finding in all over the world. But what does China do? They see this opportunity is 1990s, between the 1990s and 2000, that if they have to dominate the world order, they have to choose the sector they can use as a leverage. So they saw in the upcoming future fossil fuels are limited. So what is the future? Then the green energy, electric vehicle. So for the whole electric vehicle, people are talking about electric vehicle, but nobody is talking about what is the essential parts of and the supply chain of this electrical vehicle or green energy. And China did the right point. They created a mission 2025 in 1990s, about 20 to 30 years ago, to dominate this sector. So what does they do? They see there is a large exploration of rare earth metal in the African country, in Australia or any other country like Peru, Argentina. So they, what does they do? They give, and these are the country which are poorest in the world. Like some countries are not like Australia, but they give a lot of investment in the form of debt to the country. When they don't able to repayment the debt, they simply do that, they control their mines, they take over their rare earth metal, and the Chinese owned company, state owned company, started to explore the mining of the rare earth metal. So in the last 20 to 30 years, they control almost 80% of the whole mines of the uh, South American countries, African countries, and in the also in the China they have also mines. And in the last 15 to 20 years, they invested a lot of, they burn a lot of tons of billions of dollars in the refining of this rare earth metal. So they are reaping the fruit of that investment, because if we any country wants to refine the rare earth metal, they have to invest of about 5 to 10 billion dollar. It is a huge amount of money. And also if you have money, that does not guarantee that you have made it successful, because it is the most critical technology, and for the technology enhancement you need 5 to 10 years, and the China did it in 20 years. And they reach such a point that no, if any other country refine the rare earth metal, they didn't able to match the price point of China, because China has a scale. China reached a scale such that they can dominate the pricing of this refined product of this rare earth metal. So other countries are nearly 15 to 20 years back what China has done today. So they dominate 90% of the refining of the rare earth metal, and so you so you see in the news China used as a bargain in the trade talk between USA and China, USA and also in India. And they export almost 80% of the magnets which is used in the electric vehicle or any other rare earth metal which is used in the electric, not in electric vehicle. It is used in drones, it is used in defense equipment, it is used in high tech equipment like F-16 drones or any other drones. So there are 17 rare earth metal which is critical to the supply chain, and there are in this 17 rare earth metal there are 7 rare earth metal which is critical to the defense equipment, because in every drone you see the high tech high tech drone, high tech car, these 7 earth metal rare earth metal like yttrium or any other you see in the Wikipedia. So these are critical to find and critical to process, and these are used in this drone. So if China restrict export on this rare earth metal, the defense company doesn't able to maintain the high tech drones, high tech plane. So China used it as a leverage, and for other countries to catch up what China does in the refining process of rare earth metal, they need some time, they need 5 to 10 years. So China used as a leverage that if you want to buy rare earth metal from us, you have to give data to me, what do you use this. So other countries think that if they give them data what they do with this metal, so it is a national issue for them because they know all the things about them. And also you saw China used it as a tool for making talks between the countries. So uh, so while I am talking about this topic, because you see in this fancy world people talk about they do every country talk about they have done this, they have done this, but you have to make a plan for it. And any sector if you want to dominate, you have to work it for 20 to 25 years. Like in Taiwan, what we saw, the company has TSMC. The TSMC has not formed to 5 years ago, it is formed for 30 to 25 to 30 years ago. So this is now giant in the chip manufacturing country. For the lesson of India, what I want to tell that if India truly wants to dominate any sector, then they have to think about now, and they have to invest heavily. They don't want to just wait that other country takes advantage of this. While in India we saw a massive electrification, a massive rollout of electric vehicle, but inside if you go, then we see the 90% of the rare earth metal that is used in the electric vehicle are coming from China. So where are our the government? Because it is the everything cannot done by the private company. Some things like mining, exploration, this can be done by the partnership of public and private companies. So like we saw celebrate that we have reached so much green energy, but if we saw all the wafers that are made of the solar energy, solar cables, that are all coming from China. If China put a restriction on these wafers, we are run out of solar cable. So the thing is late, but we are just late on this technology, but we have time and we have abundance of these resources, just need to act on it. While government has just shift their direction on it, but we have to do it fast. If we keep it on China, if we keep up with China, because China is our neighbor, and if they control this significant sector, then it can hamper the India's growth, because now India's companies are facing the problems. Many factories were shut down for weeks because there is a shortage of the magnets which is made from rare earth metal. And there are many companies which are showing effort, like Ola Electric just developed a ferrous magnet which is free of rare earth metal. So just I want to tell the government on other officials, just act to it. Don't wait for other country to produce one thing then you act on it. You have to make a process for this thing and make a long term plan, not just for short term. Thank you.